Guys, welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve, and we're just going to do a quick little video here, but I printed out a MUTO figure. As you can see here next to the SH Monster Arts Godzilla 2014. Main reason I wanted to do this was just so I could have a proper MUTO to scale with this. That, and I'm hoping to make one of these into an action figure at some point. Actually got some joints and stuff on the way. So I wanted to print off a solid model, see how that turned out, and then move on to trying to make this thing articulated shortly thereafter using the Elgu printer that we did a review of a little bit back. This is the first large figure that's come out of that, which I actually think turned out pretty good. There was a little error primarily with the legs. Like the actual MUTO printed out very nice because the way I had to do this was in 2 runs. So the front legs and the back legs weren't actually originally attached to this. Actually, if I remember right, it's cut right here and at the shoulder. Then I had to re-glue them on, and I used epoxy putty to kind of hide the gaps. So the center part came out really nice. Didn't really notice any errors. The front ones, you'll see here on the legs, there's a little separation right there and here on the back leg for the way this one printed. And I think that one was just a user error. I didn't have the plate on as nice as I thought I did. So I had a little bit of a shift, which I could fix, but I was like, screw it. We'll just paint them up and call it a day. And actually, the paint kind of hides it pretty well, I think, anyways. But what this is the 3D file from m.u.t.o. If I remember when I'm uploading this, I'll have a link in the description if you guys would like to go check out his 3D files. That they are for personal use. So I can't sell these, sadly, unless I made it into like an action figure. Then a little bit, it's a little bit more leeway, but just straight up printing the model and selling it, can't do that. So this guy's just for me. But you can see, try to replicate the paint job from the movie. So you'll see that the head here with the red, with a little bit of a lighter, it's almost pink for the pupil, painted the teeth, got the jaw with the proper gray tones. And then a lot of it, it's kind of like depends on the scene is how the gray patterning looks on it. So I kind of just did what I felt like for the most part. Because when you see upshots of her, you can definitely tell there's a little bit of grays on the highlighted areas. So I kept the front linings of her with the gray, same with on the back here too, and it's kind of dry brushed over top of it a little bit in sections. Certain parts of the film you can see some gray on the back here, some you can't, so I just left it black and kept some of the gray on the side of the stomach just because I thought it matched the way the patterns for the body, it matched better than just having like a little patch on the back here. For the most part. And I'm pretty sure I screwed up when I bought the files to begin with, because he has 2 MUTO files, and I know the one's a little bit nicer than the other, and I bought the one that still looks great, but you can see here on the back, it's got a little bit more of like, kind of a video game pattern going on here towards the back section of it. But still, overall, like once you get it painted and stuff, it looks really nice still. And pretty pleased with it. Like for 25 bucks, I can't really complain too much about how the way she turned out. That and scaling it worked out pretty well too. She's a little wobbly. It's mainly this one leg isn't connected, but if I decided to make like a little diorama or something for her, I could always solve that problem pretty easily by just having some rubble in this section here, which is kind of what I was thinking about doing with her. And then just having it stand next to it. At least until I get around to making an actual articulated figure, which will probably be in the next, well, not the next video. Pretty much every time I print something off, I'll show you guys the, at least the end results for her. Which the nice thing too about the resin is there wasn't really much cleanup. For the most part, like the bottom of the feet I sanded down a little bit, but other than that, I pretty much just cut all the little tabs off and painted it. And this is where we're at. So again, super pleased with the way that resin printer comes out. It's just, again, a couple little errors. Same with, I printed off a larger Amoeba. Did some smaller ones I showed you guys in the videos. I did a slightly larger one just for giggles, and the tail kind of shifted. And I'm thinking it's probably the same problem that I had with this as that one. I probably just haven't set up quite right, I'm assuming. Because I don't think it was the file's fault. But, you live and learn. But anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. So she's going to just hang on the shelf next to Godzilla, at least until I possibly print off the other one with more detail. That, like, of course the figure one would probably replace her, and then not 100% certain what I would do with this one in particular. Probably just make a little diorama for it or something and call it a day. Maybe do like a little giveaway for this one in particular, since I can't really like sell this one. But anyways, help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a Ranger today. We also got Instagram, Patreon, Pinterest, Facebook. Guys, look to keep up with the channel and donate. We greatly appreciate it. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.